Good morning. I'm Kimberley Buckler with Spirit and Soul Healing here in Cochrane, Alberta. Been thinking this morning what to chat about and what to share, and I think I'm going to go over a whole spectrum of things from looking after our bodies to the things that we can see as humans, and some exciting things coming up ahead. So for myself, I had got into natural healing when I'm learning a little bit about it when I was 16, 17 years old, learning to eat better. I dropped some weight. I was more concerned about eating the vegetables and the fruits and the legumes and getting those into my body and ignoring all the other stuff that was put in front of me. Lost weight, felt a lot better, and had a lot more energy. So this is my body. This is the way my body likes to function, and it feels good with it. Then learning as when I had children, learning about the toxins in our homes and how it's affecting me and my children. And we lived in a pretty clean house. There was very little for chemicals being used in there. Um, we didn't have any of those smelly things that people use for smelling up the homes. Those are actually really bad for your neurological system and can cause really bad headaches and other effects and affect your liver too. So as we went along, we learned about keeping our home clean, eating healthy, and then in my late 30s, I started learning a lot more. I started learning about the herbs and how they helped out my body, and vitamin B50 and helped out with stress and depression. And and then learning about headaches and why I was getting so many headaches. And with some energy sessions, my headaches are pretty much non-existent now. It's very rare I wake up with a headache. Then we go on, and as I went on, I kept lists in my computer about natural healing, and had this dream of one day putting together a book. And then I go into mm, my 40s, and then in my 40s, learning about energy work, learning about um, how we can heal our body energetically and on so many different levels, learning to work with the angels, the fairies, and everybody else that came forward to join the journey with me. And as I, and then in 2015, got into Carbender, and right after that, I wrote my first book, and it wasn't what I expected to write in the first place, and thought what I was going to do. And that first one was the essence of who we are. And this book is pretty magical. When you hear of how young teenagers are carrying their book to school with them and reading that book to help them understand who they are and help them realize that the energies that they're picking up around them aren't always theirs. I have huge gratitude in my heart hearing these stories. These story explanations in my book have helped people understand, yeah, they're not walking this alone, and they got a lot of support around them. The second book, which was the one I thought I would be writing first, was Essentials for Natural Healing. And this one is all about the medicines, the foods, the herbs, the oils, the essential oils, the mega oils, the things, all the food groups, and the things we need for our body. Also, there's a chapter in there, chapter 15, that was a catalyst for the whole book. And the idea of that book was to share, what can I do for headaches? What can I do for migraines? What options do I have for inflammation? So with this job I had started a couple months ago, there's mornings I wake up and I can barely move my legs or my back. I ache. And I know this is going to pass. And with proper care, this body's going to not only get stronger by all the walking I'm doing at this new job and having to be at two places at one time, I take a deep breath and go, okay, I can do this. There's a reason why I took this job. And now let's getting into using turmeric. Turmeric's an amazing anti-inflammatory. Starting back into my omega oils, which I had forgotten about and hadn't been using for a while. That too is a huge blessing. It's good for your organs, your eyes, your brain. And then along the way of learning about the herbs and that and energy work and that, we also becoming a bigger community where learning things like what we would call the supernatural is real. It is not just fantasy, it's not just something that's out there that people make up. And somebody once said our imagination is, I forget the terms what they said, and it just blew me away because it just didn't sound right. But when we share our stories, when we get together as a community and we sit down and help each other and listen, and we need to listen. We need to listen to our fellow friends. We need to listen to our fellow practitioners. Um, and to be able to look in someone's eyes and be able to say, I know you see, I know you feel, I can see it by your reactions. It is a huge support for that person that you're talking to. We are now in that time where people are wakening up. People are starting to understand again that there is much more around us, whether it be the spirit realm, it be energetic entities, it could be all sorts of cool stuff. Some nice, some not. But learning how we can work with it and always to be in the heart center. Our bodies are affected in so many different ways. Our bodies are affected by the foods that we eat. Our bodies are affected by the things in our environment, the chemicals, the noise, the pollution, the negative energy, being around electronics too much. Our bodies are affected by the air. They're affected by the people that we are around and we're living with. And when we can make changes to that and understand what's going on and make changes to that, not only do we become healthier, we become a lot stronger. There is so much around us going on around us, and also on another level with that, with our bodies, there's also things that come in that I see on a soul level. And this I'm going to leave as a teaser because I have my third book coming up and it's going to go to the printers. It should be at the printers by Friday. And once it is at the printers, I'm going to reveal what it's all about. And this book will be an awesome explanation how we can take our healing a step forward and how we can heal on an energetic level and heal from all the things that are around us and behind us and in front of us, in the past and the future, and what we can do to sustain a healthier home and body and soul. So leaving this within mind, it's amazing when we can take the time to pay attention to our bodies. What is going on with our bodies? Why am I getting up in the morning with my body aching so badly that I've been taking Advil? I know in a bit it works and I'm able to walk around, but I know at the same time the job that I have is essential to going forward. And this job may be long term, it may be temporary, but we don't know. My body in the meantime will also be getting into better shape, but I also know that I can do things on a healthier level to look after it, whether it be with the turmeric or the bromelain or the peppermint, is putting those good things into my body to help my body heal and to also make life a little more comfortable. And also, at the same time, that I had started this job, there was other stuff going on around me. And so when I tie the two together, I'm learning to, again, make changes in my life, understanding that I need to have more control of my life and what is happening to me as a person. And if those boundaries are walked over or taken advantage of, then need to make changes. And it's the same with you and everybody around you. So always, I keep in my mind, always speak with a kind word, be gentle, be supportive. If you hear something that's just startling, distracting, that's putting you down, take a walk, go for a walk away from it. You don't need that in your life. And it also teaches that person that may be doing it, whether it be a boss, a partner, a child, a friend, or whoever it is, know that you do have boundaries and you do need to look after yourself. So, again, I'm really excited. I've got this book coming up, and my third book. I have a deep feeling that it'll be the last one because I think it's going to tie everything all together. And over the last 19 years, I have learned quite a bit about and had amazing experiences on how we can heal our bodies energetically with what we consume in our houses, in our environments. And always to be in the heart and always to look forward to the next day and knowing that it is your attitude that takes you forward. And if you're going to succumb yourself to the discomfort that you're in and say, no, this is what it is, this is what it's going to be, it's always going to be like this, whatever, you're creating that energy. And that energy is going to become you. And you're not going to heal from that situation. But if you got a cheeky attitude like I do, yes, my body hurts, but I need this job. It's helping me to pay for my third book. I'm really excited about this book coming out, and I'm looking forward to my body healing and to getting stronger. You take good care of yourself and know that you have support around you. If you need, you can always reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, Kimberley Buckler. Also, Kimberley and Buckler, author and spirit and soul healing. You take good care and remember that you are a beautiful soul within. Thank you.